All right, so welcome back to another scene for This Life in the Sept of the Hearth's fire in Duluth, Minnesota, where freshly returned from the cold, cruel north are a gaggle of chucklefucks. They have all managed to come back via Moonbridge, which, let me tell you, far preferable to traveling through bane-riddled mountains. Way preferable. And so, as they have come off the bridge in a group, and naturally, as they pile off, people know they're coming home. People are waiting to greet them. And as people kind of like the original traveling group, the mission team, such as it were, disperses, Charlotte will also be part of this dispersion. And what she is going to do, because seeing home, even Umbral side, as they traveled, was such an intense relief that Charlotte is buzzing with joy and excitement and bliss because there's more than one moment where she honest to God thought she wouldn't see it again. So as they cross, or don't, as the case may be, I assume as they cross and all hit the Tellurian and are greeted by friends, by family, and all that, Charlotte is practically vibrating. And when one of the first people she sees waiting there is Cora, Cora will be subjected to what can only be called a lunging hug and a swing meant to like flick her heels up off the ground. Like straight up slings her around to the tune of, "Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you. Oh my fucking god, you're alive and I'm alive and oh, look at you."
Yep, now Cleith, known as Shield of Helios, kind of gives the big proud, like, yes, smile.
And Trilla does set her back down almost immediately after the sling, but it had to be done. The token spin. Oh, God. Yeah, the hand kind of comes up to her hair, ruffles it. You're Cleith and everything now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Holy shit. How was your, rite of passage?
Wasn't too bad. I had to go and help a few people. She gives a smile, proud smile.
There's a grin. It's very catching. It's almost manic. She's very high energy at the moment. Just sounds fucking suited.
I had to go save a family, so I've claimed some of them as my kinfolk too.
Good. Perfect. Literally perfect.
So, Neri gave me the deed name.
Yeah?
Nods, rubbing at the back of her head, like, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking perfect. You even managed to get a deed name on your rite of passage? That's some good shit.
Yeah, apparently I was quite, brave, so.
Fucking bet.
Yeah. Just like this awkward, like, But, I got made a guardian by our new worm foe.
Oh, he won?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I figured he'd win, but oh my god, he won. Like, there's the glance around as Skyripper does his drive-by.
Yep.
Awesome.
It was close, though. It wasn't,
Really?
Yeah, apparently Shadow's Web shot his hand.
Oh, shit.
It was close. It was down to the wire. It was down to the wire.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen Shadow's Web in action. Oh my god, I've never seen Shadow's Web in action.
It was pretty intimidating. I'm not gonna lie, he was fast. They both were.
Jesus. Okay, so what else happened? What did I miss? Oh my god.
Few people made Adrian. She's like walking along, keeping along the kind of border patrol. She's like doing her job.
Who all made Adrian?
Mark of Thorns.
Okay.
Leaf.
Really?
Not.
Jesus.
Apparently his was nuts, from what the stories are saying.
I will harass the shit out of him. It'll be great.
And Undergrowth.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Back to Riot it is.
ties like loopens a bit of her big bushy hair to the side, so it like stops falling in her face. Yeah, well, it's been good. Strider's got back 2 days before you did. Cassie got a deed.
No shit. What'd she get?
Bringer of Light.
Huh.
Apparently, they had a very successful campaign. They were saying.
And they all came back?
Yeah.
Oh,
they
thank
came.
God.
Like I said, they did really well. Like, from what we hear is that they cut off like a major supply thing for some of the spirals coming down.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Just gives a smile.
This is another kind
Damon's
of
fine
giddy
too.
grin.
He's dealing with some of the new cubs that came.
We got new cubs, too?
Mm-hmm. 2. One's a Galliard and one's a Ragabash.
They come from around here?
One of them was fostered here, so she is now actually being fostered, funny, by Maria.
By Maria.
Mm-hmm.
There's a grin.
Because the other one is fostered by Tailsinger. I think that's how the Fianna work or something.
They're both being fostered?
Mm-hmm. Well, Damon is.
Oh, yeah.
He's been, and she's got Fianna breed. The other one is, you couldn't smell anything, but he is. Oh boy, does he like his phone a lot.
Yeah.
He's a rag. He's nice.
Yeah?
Him nods, bit bouncy.
Ain't a bad thing.
There's a few new faces too.
Yeah?
Yeah, a couple of Cleats arrived. One of them is from Wolfsmaw.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's a Metis that came. He is. Oh, he just nods. He's another Arun. There's 2 Aruns.
Well, fuck me.
Well, rubs the back of her head. He's got really freaky eyes.
You what?
The Metis, he's got really weird eyes, like fucking really weird. I kind of mean, I'm not kidding you, Charlotte. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, how bad can it be?
You'll see him eventually.
She said, ignorantly.
There's a new girl. She's a Bonar, and another Fianna, Philodox, and the Silverfang Arun. The Bonar's pretty legit. I was talking to her earlier.
Well, no shit.
But it's been quite active. Scarper's been really hammering home more patrols, more... Yeah, everything. Everything's been really, she kind of like slams her fist off her palm, that type of gesture.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I think he wants to take the aggressive route and start getting back.
I mean, we need to.
I know.
Besides, like, reaches over and, like, gives her the good hefty, like, shoulder thump thump, like, now I got you. Clearly, we will win.
Just a smile. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I moved right next door to Damon, so I can still pop in.
Oh, good.
Says with this victorious smile, like, yeah, I only moved down a door. Haha, she's walking.
So what you're telling me is, make Cleith get your own room.
Well, that's the perks of being a Cleith, she says with a big grin. I get my own room.
How many of them are crammed into one big, like, dorm room now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are all 3 of them in there now? Did you hear me?
No, I didn't. He could have got out for me a bit.
Okay. Are all 3 of them crammed in there now?
Kind of. What they did was they took out some of the doors and the wall, part of the wall. So like all the cubs kind of sleep in the big dorm room. So yeah, kind of like that.
Oh, cool. Oh, shit. Anything else crazy?
She kind of bites her lip uncomfortably. A few things. There's been some weird reports coming in and out. You know how it is.
Weird reports about what?
I don't know. Some of the Furies up there are really mad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of serious. She'll say, she leans against one of the trees. Like, just kind of doing like the left, right. No, I've done my patrol. This is totally doing my patrol, but I'm totally trying to talk to Charlotte while doing my patrol. Look, you know what I mean?
Here's the question is, did they hear any of it before they arrived? Or is it something they wouldn't hear till they got here?
They weren't here till they got here.
Okay, so... I mean... Yeah, I bet they're pissed, but... Did they say what about?
Rubs the back of her head uncomfortably.
Just spit it out, man.
Okay. You're not gonna get mad at me?
I want to get mad at you. You don't shoot the messenger. It's like rule number 1.
Alright, well, this is the thing that I heard, and then Neri was going around echoing it, okay?
Okay.
So, basically, apparently a Fenrir up north killed the Black Fury.
Yeah,
but they weren't talking about.
Huh?
They weren't talking about the death. They weren't talking about the death itself. Because death calls for death. But how the game Get Fenris came upon the Black Fury out in the wild, and though the Fury surrendered herself to justice, saw fit to lecture her target on new and better ways, more righteous ways, before giving her the old world send-off.
Really? It's as bad as I think it is.
Apparently, she kind of rubs the bottom of her lip kind of awkwardly to like side, turn, and then pull it. She speaks of new ways while treading old footsteps worn fat by numerous ancestors who have walked the same ways before her. They even gave the Get Fenris a deed name.
Oh, God. Lay it on me.
Juno Hollow Words Trimbenson. She winces, like visibly winces, like looking at Charlotte, you know, like, oh.
Charlotte admittedly looks in part surprised. Like, because, let's be fair, she didn't know that Juno went and did the thing. She knew the Get were going to do the thing. It was inevitable, but didn't know it was Juno. So there's kind of the scrunch of like, what? And then, you know, it all kind of piles together and she's just like, great.
Hey, she puts her hand immediately on Charlotte's shoulder, gives it a squeeze.
Happy feeling fading.
Come on. Like, takes her by the hand, like,
Kidnapped.
You did she even spends rage, so you kind of go, you know what I mean?
Yeah. In that case, it's like I'm gonna go into a funk now. Buh! Startled
As you
out of it a bit.
immediately get charged up the door, you know what I mean? And the door immediately opens as you recognize the Raven's house, as you're met by the other girlish scream as you're like bear tackled, essentially.
Oh God. She gets some of her own fucking shit. Yeah, the door opens. She gets tackled. There's like a squawk of surprise and alarm as she is tackled. Are we going for full body tackle or is she just like lunge hugging her?
Oh, you're being swung around like a rag doll. Like, oh my, and then like you just hear like, you know, the rapid eye is like, oh my God, I didn't think you were being that. You know what I mean? It's that level.
He's literally talking so fast it's just garbled I'm Irish talk.
Yeah.
It
but hoochie-tochie show. You know what I mean? Essentially.
Pitches her right back up again as she, you know, plasters on the grin and like squeezes the shit out of Maria back. Like, oh God. Oh, Maria, I thought I was gonna die. but I didn't, and I'm here, and you're still here. That's pretty much ideal.
You get ushered in. Cora kind of awkwardly gets pulled in as well, like as there he is sitting on one of the chairs inside. Is the big man himself reading, looks up, and he gives a very genuine smile when he sees you.
Oh yeah, there is another like kind of lunge fast motion, and she won't like tackle him out of the chair or anything, but she's gonna lunge over and like squeeze him around the shoulders from if he's like if the chair's back is to them, she's just gonna reach over the back of the chair. She doesn't give a shit. He's getting hugged.
Kind of sits there and awkwardly accepts the hug, like this is happening. This is happening.
Yep, he gets like the just prolonged enough to make it a little weird, like good, solid squeeze before she pops back up again. Oh my god, you're an Adrian now.
Yes.
That's fucking amazing.
It is. You're alive.
I know, right? Even I'm surprised.
Just runs his hand through your hair very softly. It just gives that kind of squeeze on the back of your head. It's surprisingly soft.
I mean, she's just grinning fit to split her face. This is the best place to be. So how are you doing? Like, post-challenge, you good?
Managing.
Seems good. Close enough to good. Definitely better than bad. I'll take it.
Reed just smirks. He's just a bit, Leaf is never good for parties, so he's just kind of, being the awkward fucker that he is.
Kind of does the side glance to Leaf. And I mean, it's pretty clear that it's affectionately teasing is kind of the whole. No party, huh?
Did not feel the need.
What if everyone else wants to celebrate your accomplishment?
That is your business. Says it for the first time with a little smile on his face.
Oh, fine. I'll just have a party anyways. I'll learn you.
I'm sure you would.
I would. I'd do it in like a heartbeat.
It is good to see that you're well.
Coping level is over 9,000 right now. Oh my god. Just have an aneurysm the first time it snows. It'll be great.
Snow is not too bad. Meanwhile, as you guys are talking, Maria's like getting Cora to come in and help her with, food and, that type of hosting shit, so she just needs someone to help her lift in things. So you and Leaf, you're on your own for a second, like a hot minute.
The high key stuff starts to kind of slowly chill down just a little bit. She kind of slowly unwinds the longer she's in one place and not getting pelted with things. So she's chilling just a little bit, glancing over to see what he's reading because she's curious.
He is reading more of that book, the Iliad.
Here's the real question. Is he further in the book or is he back towards the beginning again?
Back towards the beginning. He has a bookmark from where you last read it with him.
Starting over?
Was waiting for you to get back.
No. She makes the big grin.
You seem manic.
I'm alive. That is way better than what I expected to happen. Oh shit, I need to tell Maria about Dean.
The Fianna.
Yeah.
He did not make it.
And the cold got him. Alice says he fell in one of the lakes and stayed under a long fucking time.
Cold will do that.
Yeah. Like, he got proper buried, but kind of rubs the back of her head awkwardly. I imagine there are rites and processes, and still want him to get him. Got separated almost immediately, so I wasn't even close to where it happened.
Then you should feel no guilt.
And she kind of has a moment there where there's like a pause and a blink or two. And she kind of looks at him as if almost shocked by the fact. And she's like, you know what? I don't.
Good. You find the pat on your shoulder.
Dunk.
He's bigger. She'll see it. His arms are bigger. She feel that bit of strength, you know what I mean? Like, boom.
Yeah, she gets the clap and there's a blink blink and a glance back down at his arms like, oh, did you start working out with Marcel too? Jesus Christ.
No, I train. Every day.
Not by yourself?
With others, but I mostly train. And I am an agent. I must be fit.
I mean, yeah, I would think so.
Even though I'm still teased for no beard.
Why don't they tease you for no beard? I like the way you look.
I do not care.
Can't imagine you with a beard.
I don't like it. Besides, they tease me long enough and I snap their arm.
Well,
The
that
teasing stops.
Seems like a pretty solid solution to the problem, really.
This is the get solution.
Yup. Hands down. Very good.
Just nods. Leans back a bit. Again, he's the same old Leaf, but there is this quiet, like, I wouldn't say power, but there's this radiance off him. It's odd.
There will be, like, for the most part, I mean, she's pretty chill around Leaf, but there's a palpable difference between when she left and when she got back. So it's kind of like a brief glance back and kind of the squinty eyes. Did you do anything, like, weird besides hit Adrian?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You feel different.
Perhaps I have done things that have made things more easier, simpler. Perhaps I have done something that was good. Perhaps I am feeling the effect of it. It is nice to have something be successful.
There was a brief scrunchy face as he was being super vague. I mean, but it resolves into a grin. Ain't nothing quite like things just going fucking right, is there?
Eventually, even after much struggle. I did meet a princess, though.
What?
I had to, as part of my Adrian challenge, uncover a conspiracy. There was an infection in one of the Fenrir and Silverfang led seps. Joint thing. Further southwest. I met a princess.
What, like a Silverfang princess? Is that a thing?
No, it's...
That
yes.
familial?
Very much so. She was beautiful.
There's finally,
she was a kinfolk.
Oh. Blank. And Den?
Her name... What do you mean?
Well, what happened?
I've cleansed the wormish presence in the area. And I went home.
That's it?
Yes, very boring. The smile.
Squints.
For Charlotte, just what you would have heard in Wolf's Maw. apparently there was a lot of this conspiracy, like Game of Thrones level shit. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing.
Oh.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, Leaf did extraordinarily well. You know what I mean?
So much
It
squinty
is paid.
face.
That all that description that's in his write up on the thing, that's all that Charlotte would know.
Ooh. I scroll aggressively. Here's theories.
And I forgot to add one tiny bit. We'll see it in a sec.
Da-na-na.
There you go.
Let me reload it. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's everything. You just cleansed some stuff and came home.
I had to uncover mysteries and keep my wits sharp and make some decisions that were questionable, yes, but I believed in the long term they would pave true, and they did. And he's, with an odd smile, rescued a princess.
Pretty classic shit. Sounds book-worthy.
Yes, it was. Says with this other odd little smile on his face.
You know I'm totally going to get the long version out of Maria, right?
You can try, yeah, of course.
I mean, obviously she won't tell me parts that you don't want her to, but...
What are you so curious about?
Stuff. And exciting details.
There's an eyebrow raise.
Well, come on! She'd, like, nest down in the seat a little further. You read books all the time. You'd think you'd be, all good with the narrative.
Perhaps some tales are not worth telling.
Not worth telling. It's an Adrian challenge. How is it not worth telling?
Perhaps I merely wish to hold on to the memory just for myself.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Perhaps there are some tales that I shouldn't be telling.
Oh, really?
Perhaps they are best between myself and who it happened with.
So sus. Like, happily, playfully sus, but it's like, I'm picking up vibes here, Leaf.
It was nice to see things. It was nice to see the world. It was nice to see who I will be.
You will be.
Of course. I had to take the step to be the Adrian, and now I need to grow into it.
I mean, you seem to be doing a pretty good job.
And it was nice to... Despite many things, the princess and I, from different worlds, had the same ideal. It was nice to see it.
But it was.
Like I said, she was beautiful.
I don't know what to do besides throw P&E at him.
We can.
I'm gonna do it. Because that looks hilariously like the I just had sex face. And
Roll your peony.
I will. The roll is so good.
2.
Only 2.
It's not.
Damn it.
It's not quite that I just had sex face. It's not that. It's Leaf. It's not. It's hard to explain. Leaf almost as if that he knew that him and her would never see each other again. Silverfang Princess and the Get Offenders Final Docs. You know what I mean? For the way he's looking as if he did something that he's proud of and he's bashful about.
There's more like kid sister level squinty face.
Yes.
I hope eventually you want to share the whole thing.
What does a princess always deserve every now and again? That will be my hint.
That depends on what kind of author you're reading from, really.
In the olden tales, they used to sing of her beauty and of her soul more than words could ever describe.
Yeah?
I sang.
You let her hear you sing?
I did.
She liked it?
We would never see each other again. We knew it. But it did not matter.
I'll leave.
What?
That's adorable.
It wasn't just so I could fall and chase a Silverfang. Her father was possessed by something. I had to stay there for many weeks. It took Silver protecting her.
Oh shit, really?
No, it's conspiracies and things happened, and he eventually was cleansed.
Scooches up a
But
bit.
I brought them together, both the Fenrir and the Silverfangs. Of House Wormfoe, and there was a Gleaming Eye.
Huh.
And smiled very softly. Sylvia, House Gleaming Eye, daughter to the True Catcher.
What, really?
Yes,
Holy
you
shit.
see, it's easy to mask when everyone is against you, and the conspiracies you craft yourself because the taint is so deep within.
That's some ballsy shit. Having to go up against
And
a catcher.
I did eventually. I had it all because of the right justification and cause and the well-issued argument and support of everyone around me because I spoke true.
Look at you being a shining noble figure.
We spent one night together. Sylvia and I did.
Eyebrows pop
We
up a little
knew
bit. She can't help it.
that we would never see each other again after this. She was to be married, as per custom. But we wanted to feel life one more time. And I sang for her, and well, there are some things that I will not tell you, for they are mine.
There's a grin, like an impish little smile. Fair enough. That's like some classic knightly shit. Holy crap.
And what of you? I hear you made an alliance.
I'm not gonna lie, she's probably still wearing the poncho.
Smirks? With the Wendigo, no less.
I mean, I made friends with one.
That is a good thing for you.
It was worth it. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Made friends with the others, but
The North is a cruel place.
and
Touches her hair very softly.
fucking it has to have been Gru. Assholes with fucking guns full of silver bullets are assholes.
A worm has many servants.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're here.
Pitches a grin back up at him again. Yeah, the irony is they weren't my biggest fans to start off with, but I'm pretty sure if they hadn't picked me up, I would have, like, just died in the snow.
Well, I'm glad that you came back. And I'm not surprised that people turned to you.
Not as many as I'd hoped.
Give it time.
You know, they say time heals wounds, but
Time for you to grow.
scrunches her nose a bit.
You're only finding your feet. You cannot change the world after only taking a few steps.
Try really hard.
You can, and then you'll end up falling down and crying.
I totally fell down and cried.
And giving me... Maybe you could just listen for a change. Instead of auto-agreeing.
I'm listening.
Without blaming yourself. New booper on the nose.
Oh, see, that is a step too far. Firm nod. You can tell it's that little note of it. Definitely joking.
Just pats her hand. You're going to have decisions to make, Charlotte.
Yep.
By this point, Maria's like laid down food, and like you get fed. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
Proper Irish, like, you know, Cora eats because you know what? I'm not gonna pass up the Fianna hospitality. No, ma'am. You know what I mean?
No, ma'am. And this metabolism, though.
You just get fed, and Maria will sit down. Well,
leans over, thumps like shoulder to shoulder with Maria. Well, what?
you're alive, thank God.
I know,
We're
right?
worried.
I was worried too.
Oh, good. I'm glad you were worried.
I would have to be stupid and not be worried. I spent at least part of that by my onesies.
Come on, I want to talk.
Huh?
Come on, I want to talk to you in private.
Okay.
I want to talk to you in private. Grabs you by
Okay.
the hand.
Ugh.
Leaves Cora there. You just hear, so Cora. You know what I mean? That kind of awkward, like, hi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she gets
She
yoinked.
pulled out to the back. Maria'll like hand you a beer. Takes one for herself from the kitchen and just goes and sits out in the back porch.
Oh my god, it's been so long since she's had a beer. Yeah. She'll totally, gladly take the beer and, you know, traipse out to wherever she is traipsing, plunk down. So what's up?
Everything okay?
Oh, Dean. Dean, I have to tell you about Dean.
Let's hear it.
I mean, it was the cold.
Should not.
Alice says
that?
she was with him and he went into a lake, went through the ice, was down there a long time. And he got back out, but she couldn't get him warm enough again. Buried him properly, but
At least she buried him.
yeah. I mean, she took the time, but I imagine there's more to it than that. So
I'll probably poke her and get the tail, or tell her to come over and talk. Try to get the tail off for myself. See if there's anything. I'll probably have to take it to the tail singer and see, or I'll just, I'll do a gathering or something.
there's like the little head bobble. Like, yeah,
I'll check to see. I'll check to see if he has any family or anything. You know how it is.
Yeah. But I think he's the only person who didn't make it back. Actually did pretty good.
Oh, there you go. Just smile. You look okay. He kind of gives you a look over, even like pulls like your shirt to the side and checks for scars and everything.
Yeah, no fresh scars, just a lot of time in the cold.
Good. I'm glad you're alright.
Yep. Made some weird friends. Watched most of them die. It was great.
Oh, honey. She takes both your hands.
Oh god, if I start talking about it, I will start crying, and then it will never end.
Why'd you think I brought you out here?
Oh, but if I start crying, it'll be so bad.
That's why I brought you out here, and I brought the beer. Gives her a little smile from under the like long hair. You know what I mean? As if I know you. Do you know what I mean?
Like, I don't want to be a crybaby right now, though. Ugh.
Big fella was worried about you.
I mean, shit. I saw some shit, and I didn't know the cold could make you like fucking hallucinate, but little did I know. That or high stress.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the stress.
We all knew you were bonkers anyway.
I'm pretty fucking bonkers. I saw dead people. And not dead people. I only saw one dead person.
I'm glad you're all whole again, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've pretty much scheduled a fucking breakdown with myself. But yeah.
Like I said, the big fella was worried.
She grins. You think he would have had to worry about his challenge, not worry about me getting frostbite.
He's pretty attached to you. Punches your shoulder.
She gets the dunk. Well, I think he's a pretty cool guy, too.
He's been different since he came back.
What, really?
Romance. She like says she takes a sip of her beer, like that's none of my business.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh god, I know.
He wasn't always an old romantic sort. I'm glad to see that he's happy.
It's good to see him happy, like actually content, happy, not just chilling, neutral, like you do.
Well, the pack down south is still there. Some of his family are still down there. But I think what he did out there has made things a bit easier, tension-wise. I don't know. We're probably going to have to go down there eventually. He'll shrug.
Yep,
We'll see. It's too early in the. Just smile. But you're alive, and that's great. We need you.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but I do make for good company.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. If you would have died, I would have lost the plot altogether.
No, I'm alive. I went and fucking got engaged. Can't I now?
I know you did. Am I still your bridesmaid?
Well, yeah, obviously. You have to be. I'm pretty sure I
Am I the
promised
chief
you that
bride?
when I was like 5.
Am I the chief bride? She says quite firmly.
What, maid of honor? Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I promised you that when we were like 5 or something.
The sentinel isn't the Maria is now satisfied. You know what I mean? You just get that impression, like, oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
good, good, all is well. You know, she takes a sip of her beer.
But their Aunt Maria, who's, the elf up at Wolfsmall, may have heard about the whole thing and decided she was going to do things. And I don't know how I'm going to keep her from planning the whole thing.
She can do her things, but we're having it here, so she can fuck off.
Fuck yes, we're having it here. I'm not going back up there for that. Oh, no.
Well, there you go then. She can plan. She's with the sarcastic, She can plan all she wants. Takes another drink.
I need to get a real ring.
We'll work on that.
She kind of glances down. She's still got the wound up piece of wire on her finger.
You been to see him yet?
No. Like Cora was like the first person I saw when I got off the bridge.
Smiles. Yeah, the little Cleus. She looks in over at Cora, who's enthusiastically chatting to Leaf about something. Leaf is like, I am off.
Leaf is trying so hard
to disengage. He's like, oh, really? You know what I mean?
You don't say.
New Fianna as well. Well, 2, technically.
I heard.
Yeah, Jeremy. He seems like a cool guy.
Is he going to be following you everywhere?
No, that's Aileen.
Oh.
Jeremy works. He's a Cleus. He's a Firelock.
Oh, the Firelock. Okay.
Yeah. He works out in the dishwasher place out in town. Like, works actually in, like, the, like, local diners, soup kitchens, and all that. Been a big help with the kin.
Holy shit. Oh, kin run places? That makes sense. Okay.
He's got an accent.
Yeah?
Because he's from Boston. Smirks.
Oh my god. That sounds beautiful.
He seems like an alright guy. Smokes like a chimney, though.
I mean, most of us either smoke or drink. Like, it's our only lifeline, so fuck it.
He just seems like a good guy.
I hope so. It'd be nice if there were just good people everywhere. That'd be great.
I mean, I've seen worse. Fianna. So, at that point, you hear, like, awkward pitter-patting coming down the stairs. This little blonde girl, like, emerges.
Blink.
Awkwardly. Timidly.
There's, like, the little
smiles.
Finger waggle.
Come in here, Hen. Come on. Rhea says, with a very motherly little smile, this little girl. She's about 19, 20. You know what I mean? And Rhea just kind of goes, well, introduce yourself. Come on. Like, we practice. And she'll awkwardly, like, expose her throat. She doesn't want to get on the floor. So she'd be like, Aileen McOwen from Fianna Stock at Galliard.
The emphasis, like Charlotte's eyebrows pop up a little bit, just like, oh, right, we're still learning words. Got it. Like, it's not judgmental. It's just like, oh, we're this fresh. She, like, glanced at Maria. It glanced back down at her. And Cup.
Maria's totally not smiling.
Totally not.
Oh,
making the proud mom face.
Yep, cub. I am a cub.
Firm nod. All right. And I am Charlotte Sullivan, known to the nation as Firefly, Hamid-born Philodox, Glasswalker, and Fostern.
Hello. Sticks out her hand. This is Maria face palms.
Fuck it. Charlotte is fine with that. She takes the hand.
Shakes it enthusiastically as Maria just rubs her face like, no, you don't.
God.
Fuck
So
it.
cheery. Oh, come on, Maria. I love it. I know it's totally
Gives this
not
awkward,
right, but it's adorable.
She gives this awkward like, Maria, I was wondering if it's all right if I go out for a bit. Some of the other cubs are still by the cub place, and I was wondering if I could go out and talk to them. She's like, takes a swig of her drink, eyes narrow a bit. Any kin there? No,
Charlotte's like,
no,
man.
no.
And then that's none of my business. Little sip from the bottle. Like, yep.
No, absolutely not. There would never be any kin there. Bro, takes another drink. All right, but you're back here by 11. Your one just nods and awkwardly runs out. Maria just takes another drink. There's totally fucking kin there.
Oh yeah, there are.
I'll send Leaf down after her if she takes too long. Scares the shit out of her.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I mean, he used to scare the shit out of me before I could see past the stairs.
He gets the dad look about him.
Oh God, I bet it's
Which
intense.
one of you was alien? You know, she's smirking.
That's beautiful.
She's a good kid. Brand new though, so bear with her.
Super brand new.
Yeah, I was talking to the tail singer about it, and I decided to foster her. It's a Fianna thing.
I do hear that's a Fianna thing.
So, her family's now with mine, which means my family's going to get a bit more of a bump and more gracious, and it's all hoity-toity, you know?
There's the little, chin tap, for fun and profit, you say?
Pretty much. She's a good kid, and I don't mind helping. And she's a Galliard, so I don't have to be all awkward and be all theurgy, woo. She holds up her hands and shakes them.
Yeah, it sounds way easier on you.
It is. Plus, she follows Damon around like a gnat, so I can, keep an eye on her.
And keep an eye on him?
He's been doing all right. He's got gestures over at Cora.
I know.
Apparently, she wants to take him in the back.
Thank God. Oh man, you should have seen back when that whole silly shit happened with David. I thought he was, Damon was getting upset, but it was Cora that damn near lost her shit. Lost her fucking heart.
She's good. She's a nice lass. Bit too overeager though. She's smirk. Watching Cora I mean, so enthusiastically telling Leaf the stories. Leaf's like, my. You know what I mean?
Oh God, I never knew this could be that exciting, but here we are.
Yeah, it's kind of that low.
High energy ain't a bad thing.
No, she's a breath of fresh air.
No, it's good. It's really good.
Compared to some of the other house stuff I've been hearing from the Furies, we're gonna need people like Cora to keep the peace.
Oh, sweet Jesus, yes we are.
It's bad. Just take it this way, kind of knowing look yeah, I'm assuming you heard by now.
I heard enough. I hope it's enough.
Tell me you weren't there, hon.
Oh God, no. No, I didn't even know until Cora told me.
She takes actually, Maria looks actually more annoyed by that as she takes a long drink.
Yeah, didn't tell me shit.
And she just did it, did she?
I mean, I don't know if it was her own fucking idea. I hope it fucking wasn't, but I mean, she kept disappearing the whole time we were there. I couldn't keep track of her, and I mean, the one that died, I assume, is the one who fucking just straight ambush murdered one of the Wolfsmaw pack mates.
Jesus.
Oh God, it got so tense so fast, and I was so busy jumping between them and Melanthe to make sure she didn't catch the heat for it.
See, the thing is, the tale itself is not talking about the death, you see. They're not saying anything was wrong with the death. It's apparently what Juno said.
Just rubs her face.
Apparently they were going with the whole, the death happened, it happened, but it was what was said. That's the problem. And I don't know about you, Hen, but I've been hearing some rumors about who that Fury was. This is bad.
What?
The Fury's name, right, is Layla Final Breath Alexandros.
You can see her going into like thinky mode because it's like, this should mean something.
Artemi Gorgon's Maw Alexandros.
Oh shit. I haven't heard her surname but so many times. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. Starts
From
just
what I
rubbing her
hear-
face, like, why?
Takes another long drink. You know, that very gossip, like pulling you in. From what I hear, when the news came of some Fury kinfolk actually came to the set, Artemi went fucking apeshit. Like Skyharper and Marcel and a few others had to go down there. It was bad.
Jesus fuck. Well, I know not to go hug our Timmy now.
I mean, she's been alright. It's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The best person to talk to before you go talk to Artemi is Neri. And I don't mind saying that now, you know what I mean? You know what I mean about the ginger cunt, but the best person to talk to is Neri.
Yeah. Let's be fair, she's
still-
the one of the three of them who's most likely to talk to me anyways.
Who's still a ginger cunt?
Oh, well. As long as that's firmly established.
It is. She's a cunt. Dresses cheap. She takes a drink.
Just keeps tacking bits on.
And her makeup's
Oh.
like shit anyways.
Oh my... Maria.
What?
So catty.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say
Oh.
anything. You didn't hear anything. Bleh. Takes
I
a
didn't
drink.
hear shit.
But yeah. Talk to her, I would imagine, is the best person to, start off.
Okay. I think I will go do less awkward hugs before I go do that.
Well, get back here as soon as you can. I don't know if you're going to go off and get shagged by Felix first, but at least when you're done that, I do want you to stay over at least once, maybe during the next couple of days. That would be nice.
There's like a thoughtful, like mock thoughtful look, like,
Because as much as you like getting up the duff, I would actually like to spend some time with you.
Oh. Well, say no more.
Go on. Zzz.
Okay. You know what? I'm swapping out for a fresh beer first.
Sneak out the back because, Cora's going to follow you, and then, you know what I mean, sneak out the back.
Yeah, fair. She like tries to like Mission Impossible herself a fresh beer.
You do. You get a beer.
Thankfully, Cora
Cora's
isn't
with you.
like flailing and
Way
chattering.
engaged. Maria's just sitting there watching. You get the impression she just likes to watch Leaf just go, "Oh my, really?" You know what I mean? That's it.
Yeah, she like slips out before she even pops the beer. She doesn't want to like give her the hint with the hiss of the cap coming off. It takes one last glance back down at Leaf, like going like, "You don't say." Just she
Yeah,
needed
pretty
one
much.
for the road. And fucking like, yeah. Gives Maria the salute and putters down the back steps off the back porch.
So where you going?
There's so many people. But she promised herself she would do it, and she's gonna do it before she loses all of her nerve and drive. She's gonna go looking for Marcel. Fuck it.
Same place he always is.
Yep. Putter around, eventually run out of beer, find like one of the receptacles. I imagine there's recycling bins everywhere, so like swings by one of the buildings where she knows there is one, drops that off. And comes around.
Sitting in his usual place by the Craigs.
Putters up like she do.
Looks over. Now you're back.
Yeah?
It's good to
You know
see.
what? You said he's sitting.
Kind of stands up when he sees you because he's like, "Oh, you're back."
I am. And you know what? This is going to be weird, but I'm going to do it anyways. She just, like, keeps, like, she doesn't do that polite pause at, like, arm's reach distance. She just pretty much walks into him and goes for the hug. There's no way he can defend against something he wouldn't see coming a mile away.
He doesn't see it coming. As you wrap his arms around his big body, he kind of stands there like, looks down. What is this?
I mean, she does it. She gives a bit of a squeeze, and then she disengages because she's not going to make this long and weird. I'm pretty sure if I hadn't been training with you, I would have died from either the cold or the guys we had to fight out there. I had to no shit jump backwards off a cliff holding people and take the fucking impact with the ground because I was the healthiest of the three of us. And there is no way I would have been able to do that if you hadn't been getting me up this fucking canyon and tumbling back down it and picking me back up.
I'm glad to see that you have taken the lessons to heart.
I have.
Rubs the back of his head awkwardly.
And I just wanted to make sure I stopped and actually said thank you, because it made a difference.
It is appreciated.
It's like again, very similar to that kind of kid sister grin she throws at some people, because, I mean, he is way bigger and above her rank, so it's not going to be like the open, pure style grin, but it's still, you know, the kid sister kind of, no, grin. I do appreciate it. I know you didn't think I was serious starting out, but
I'm glad to see you develop.
Just kind of grins. Besides, I don't feel like people show you appreciation enough, so.
That is people's prerogative, not my own.
Well, not mine either.
Just nods, like, okay.
So yeah, I mean, she kind of gives the awkward, like, pat on the arm. Got like a million people to see, but I wanted to make sure I took a minute.
Well, then I shall, see you around, I guess.
I'll be back for training. Not quitting now.
Just nods, then I shall see you in the morning.
It's a big old grin. Yeah, you will. And
all right, then.
And much like a flighty blonde chick, she goes ahead and, you know, does the little nod and scampers off. One of those things.
So just kind of awkwardly stares like, okay, this has happened to me. Huh. Do you know what I mean?
This has become a part of my daily experience. The fuck?
Now, after bamboozling the fuck out of Marcel.
Totes worth. Honestly, like, are there, oh god, I have to at least briefly swing by. Wait, no, you know what? I can do Skyripper before Lena, because I'll end up with Lena after Skyripper anyways, almost inevitably, and I imagine Felix will be there.
Ironically, they're in the same place.
You don't say.
Yes.
I'm gonna go that way.
You'll actually see Skyripper first as he's kind of sitting out by Lena's house, like he's standing up over one of the porches. You'll see Lena, the two of them they're just chatting essentially. Let me make this easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two are just chatting.
Oh yeah. Initiate relieved grin and speeding up kind of scamper.
Lena walks back. He looks over him with like a small smile. Lena's immediately kind of walking up and just catches you essentially.
Oh yeah. She goes right into the arms, like lunges in, hugs tightly.
Gives you a very big squeeze and kind of sets you back down again.
Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you guys.
Happy to see you too. Just say, just rubbing the top of your head.
Did I miss all the good stuff?
Hmm?
Well,
Well,
Mark.
what? She kind of says, looking at her with a smirk.
Well, Mark ranked up, and you won a challenge. Points.
Leans back against the post. I did.
Fuck
And yes, Mark did rank up. She has not been sober since.
Wasn't she the first one to challenge for Adrian of like a lot of them?
Yep. She said it's her taking a sabbatical for a few days. That was a week ago.
Sabbatical. Seems legit.
Shrugs, smiles.
And she'll at least stay like, one arm hooked with Lena heading back towards the porch.
Setting that, just sits back down.
Skyripper is the next to receive the hugs.
He takes it and pats you on the back, you know what I mean? That type of thing. Very, that kind of easy lounge, you know, that type of thing.
Are they just like porch chairs or swings or?
Swings. Lena's on the swing. Scarper's just leaning up against one of the posts.
Yep, he gets himself lunge hugged. Charlotte still looks like a total weirdo because she's still walking around in a fucking poncho. Gives 0 fucks.
So, Charlotte.
Hmm?
You look energetic.
I'm trying. Trying real hard.
Then it just sits you down beside her on the swing.
Bumps down by Lena. Leans on.
I take it everything went hectic.
It went. I mean, we did the job.
Does the North for you?
And I did make friends with at least one Wendigo.
Scarper lets out like an amused chuckle, like I'm not even mad type smile. Do you know what I mean?
Like, kind of like pulls up the poncho and like looks down at it, like, yeah, at least one.
Not even mad.
I wanted to do a lot more. Thought we could have done.
We always do.
And then everything went sideways. I mean, it started by going sideways, but then it went more sideways. There was a lot of sideways.
I've been hearing. Scarper will say. Lena will nod.
Yep. A lot of sideways.
Indeed, the actions of hollow words have rubbed the back of his head. It's complicated.
I still can't figure out why she just... Not even Juno, just... Layla, like, why she did what she did.
Shrug. That's not something I can honestly answer.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can guess who I could ask, but this is not the fucking time.
And make a face. Like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly that face. That is how I feel on my inside.
It depends on which of the trio you talk to.
Probably Neri, and I'd have to come bearing wine.
Neri is probably actually honestly the better one. Galliards want to hear the tale, and this tale is so poignant.
I mean, I wasn't there for it.
Lena seemed more relaxed by this. And Juno went off on her own, did she?
I mean, if I'd been there, it wouldn't have gone the same way. Like, she
No.
kind of glances between them, like, I hope you know that, please.
No, they
Have
give
a
a
look
nod.
of relief.
They give a nod. That's what's worrying us.
Oh, no, if I was there, it would have been different.
We know. That's why we're worried.
Yeah.
She was in the presence of my sister, yes?
Well, just before that, yeah. The whole death for a death thing, Layla killed one of your sister's packmates.
That sounds like Maria. She'll nod to herself.
Took out Cold Harbor. It was just one fucking movement, and he was gone.
Cold Harbor. She'll say surprised, like genuinely, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he was going to check on Melanthe, but Melanthe had just been with us. She'd just been in the middle of the group. It's not like he was threatening her.
Wolves want to carry a certain reputation.
Yeah, I guess.
That is a shame. Cold Harbor was a good man.
He was a good man. From, I mean, what little time I got to know him.
That is a shame. To nod to herself. I imagine, knowing my sister, she was demanding all sorts of blood. You're lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah,
I
blood
take
off
it you.
everyone originally.
I take it you appeased her.
I admittedly was kind of caught up undoing damage because Melanthe was living up to her deed name and made it worse.
I see. I see.
So I balanced it out, and actually Alice, I think, calmed her down the rest of the way.
Huh. She'll nod. Again, you are lucky. And is your friend Melanthe maimed?
No, and I'm not sure how, but
She
not maimed.
She is very lucky. My sister, if enough offense is given, she takes.
I mean, I panicked and threw her on the ground and throated her and made her apologize. And
That was probably the wisest move you could have done.
it was all I could think of.
Scarborough nod. With those type of get, he'll look at Lena and she'll nod as well, and she'll finish for him. It is better you show dominance.
Yeah, that was the bet. Thankfully worked out.
It would have.
Just hope
But
that I looked more angry than panicked when it happened because I
of
thought I was going
course,
to lose
but
another
you
person.
still made the point. Actions do speak louder than words or posture. The fact you did it makes the difference.
Yeah.
This news of my sister is troubling.
Yeah.
Not my sister, my niece is troubling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we were all separated for almost the entire time we were up there. Groups of 1 and 2 found each other finally, but...
Yes.
Sorry.
It's still troubling, Charlotte.
I know. Like rubbing her face like I know.
Scarborough just lean against the port, like again the post. She smeared your name too.
And she takes a second to kind of put those puzzle pieces together. The gears finally kick back on. Maybe they've been frozen over for a hot minute. She just kind of, I mean, she's already leaning on Lena, but she just kind of deflates. Oh, fuck.
She'll just walk over and kneel down beside the two of you. Scarborough will. Then it just wraps her arms around that big motherly vibe.
I don't know if I can fix that.
Perhaps. Then I'll say, you shouldn't. Perhaps you should let an outcome be an outcome.
No, I mean, no, what she did and what comes of it is on her, but I promised.
You did. You did. But if anything, you just more look like you look like a fool. However, I don't hear the tales stating such. Scarab will nod, like, oh yeah, no. If anything, it is more Juno has been painted as this shallow, dishonorable person, taking advantage of the will of good people.
I mean, they don't know about the promise I made that was here.
The will of good people is a better thing to hear, isn't it? Think about it like this. If that is all they are saying, then you don't need to remind them that you promised. They already know that you've given your good reputation for this.
And what if people do start talking?
Then you must take action. Then no talking, action, Charlotte. He'll say firmly.
This kind of like a numb little nod. Yeah.
It will be difficult. But I think you can do it. I believe in you.
Finally puts up kind of that weak little grin. You can tell the emotional downswing is coming in like 3, 2, 1 type thing. She's just like, I had so many plans.
We all do. But you may have lost others, and you may have hurt, and you may have seen things. The fact that you're wearing that, even if it's just one, that is one more voice that will listen. There's one more voice that will hold.
I was gonna.
It may seem like nothing. You still can. You just need to reestablish things. You need to cut ties, or you need to reaffirm things.
I don't know if I can.
Then he'll just take her hands very softly, wrapping them around again, and then walk your own road for a while. Just concentrate on being a Philodox. Concentrate on being a Garou. Concentrate on making the difference in friendships and areas. Then decide with your pack or a pack. Focus on yourself for a change first, if you don't think you can let go of those.
Yeah. Molly kind of like slumps forward, just like face in hands, just trying to get it all straight. Probably finally starting like the mild tears, like the occasional drip, but just face in hands.
You feel Lena rub your back as Scarper just looks at you, like nodding.
You know, the crazy thing is, I thought I could actually get the Furies. I don't know, get them to hear me.
Perhaps now you can. Scarpo says he's kneeling there.
After this? With them knowing I've
Even
been
after-
tied to Juno? That my word's tied to Juno?
Juno's actions speak that. That your actions don't. Words are words. And yes, they carry great weight. As a Galahad, I know this. But actions, that you do in the wake of them. Big far more. Make your stance known. The Furies will follow suit. Artemie, despite all her rage, is a sensible woman.
Yeah. It's the whole,
Now
like,
is the
kind
time
of
to act.
more vigorous face rub, sits herself up, kind of snuffling it back in, like, nope.
But now is the time to act. You already have one Fury who will vouch for you, even if she is just a Cleith.
Yeah.
You already have people who still speak your good name. Smile over at Lena, and she'll smile back. As well as Mark and Hanging Talon. You have Maria Darcy Lynch Krause, Leif Ulrichsen. From what I hear, Abel Ulrichsen, Zuri, Melanie, and Cassie is a work in progress.
Is she doing any better after everything?
Apparently she fought quite up when she was up near Wolfsmaw. Earned herself a deed name.
I heard. But has she been happier since she got back? Has she been any
No.
better?
She has been better, but the new medicine her seem to be giving each other quite the odd look about.
Oh, God. Really?
Yes. But hearing the tales of Juno has only strengthened her resolve on what Juno is.
Did you move your mic at all? Sorry. You sound a little hollow.
Sorry. Hearing Juno's actions has only strengthened her opinion.
Yeah, I imagine her stance is pretty fucking solid.
But that is no matter. You wish to have the Furies at your side. Start now. Make the steps. When the grief ends, they'll remember that you made the steps.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. She, like, pulls herself up again, like the putting back on my brave face. Got this. Gotta wipes her cheeks, make sure they're good. Yeah. Like, awkward side glances, Lena. Can I steal a bottle of wine from you?
Yes. It's a smile.
I haven't even been back to the cabin yet.
Go on. You better find Felix too.
Yeah.
He's been quite rabid since you got back.
Oh, God. Okay, I'll do this. And then, yeah, we'll disappear for, like, ever. Pretty sure. Okay.
Ruffles her hair. He's got you a house.
What, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Oh, go on.
Oh, yeah. Like, fucking hustles
Mom and Dad
up.
are talking.
Oh, well. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, she will, in fact, kind of bumble in. And, I mean, if Le Juno Mom
Juno's
is there, we'll...
Juno's mom just gives you a wave as she's packing up laundry.
Yeah, she will...
She's like in the midst of tackling laundry. She's like, "Oh, this is." Yep. She just gives you a wave as she like hefts the thing over her shoulder.
Oh, yeah, she ain't interrupting. She'll let her do her shit. Gives her a light wave. Totally steals a bottle of wine.
Go down to the public housing, I'm assuming.
Yeah, scampers back out and goes on her walkabout.
You will see not Lena, fuck Neri, lazing about in the kind of that living area.
Yeah.
With like 2 or 3 kids. She just seems to be chatting, like much like a smile on this, that confident kind of smile about her.
Yeah, she will probably honestly pause on the porch, like, what the fuck even? Oh god, how do I even? Fuck it, just fake it till I make it. Yeah, just kind of walks in, glancing around.
If you can say hello to you as you're coming in, and you know what I mean, general friendliness.
Yeah, there's a head bob. And you know what? Honestly, there have been plenty of times that she has plied Neri with wine because Neri's one of the few people that's alive when she's there, like prior to burrito making. So yeah, much as per usual, she will find a spot, plunk down, and the wine bottle offering goes in the same corner of the table it always goes on. Hey,
Well, look who it is.
I know.
Charlotte.
Yep.
How you doing, Firefly?
I'm alive, and that seems pretty good right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. That
I
seems like
see.
a broad achievement to me.
Huh. Yeah, I bet it is good being alive. You can hear some Greek music on the background on one of the like CD players.
There's one of those like it's just that brief face of I deserve that. Oh, I will click the thing. And then promptly probably have to turn it down. I mean, for what it's worth, Mary, just to put it all fucking out there, I wasn't there for that.
I know that's not what the tale says. So you weren't there. Still vouch for her though.
Yeah.
Still stood on that mound saying that, you know, she was better. I bet she was better.
Apparently my expectations exceeded her ability.
Neri pours the wine. 2 glasses. Hands one to you. Kind of gestures for you to sit down. They can focus you away because I can tell it's serious time, you know?
Yeah, she'll take it and go ahead and actually like settle in.
Let me guess. Let me guess. Click her fingers. You're going to tell me that she's better again.
No? No, she fucked up.
Just an eyebrow raise.
Do you think I can apologize for something like that earnestly and mean it and then say, but she's better though? If she was better, this story wouldn't have happened.
No, it wouldn't.
If she was better,
No, it
she would
wouldn't.
have at least involved me. Would have told me
But
what
she
she's
didn't.
doing. But she didn't.
Your friend Melanthe hasn't come back yet. I know the woman she's with, Calliope. Like I said, very tense.
Yeah.
My sisters are angry, Charlotte.
I mean, Charlotte just
Very.
kind of flicks her an honest look. All I can do is hold her accountable.
I know. But the point of it is... She rubs the back of her head. We are not going to retaliate. Because we are better. Violence clearly does not work on her. So her offers of friendship, I suppose, are null and void, but the problem is, kind of rubs her lips. My alpha put herself on the line for her. As did you. As did others.
Yeah.
And her half-sister is now dead. Granted, Layla Alexandros was a wild, untempered thing. But to do what she did. Not even the death itself. You know?
Yeah.
At no point did we defend the death.
Yeah. It was a
The
shit
sanctimonious,
situation.
the sanctimonious hypocrisy. That is what. She closes her eyes. I can feel our Timmy. That is what is hurting her.
I know it's not worth much, but I am sorry. I'm sorry I didn't keep a closer eye on her.
Did you keep a close eye on her, or did she not want you to keep an eye on her?
I mean, she disappeared, and honestly, I was trying to body block Melanthe at the time and keep her
Well, I'm
safe.
glad my other sister is safe. Maybe she took advantage of that.
I can't think of when else she would have been able to do it.
Like I said, it's all very convenient. We come and help your problem with Marcel. We put our pack and our lives out there, and suddenly we are now spat on, insulted. One of our own kin is now dead.
I understand. You did everything for her. And she may not
Like I said,
appreciate it, but I do.
it's very convenient. I would not be surprised if this wasn't some elaborate scheme.
Elaborate scheme. Kind of
Wouldn't be.
blinks over.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was being held on a chain by somebody.
I mean, up until lately, I had a pretty good look in her head. I don't think so.
Clearly not good enough.
Who do you think's holding a chain? Who do you think she'd actually listen to?
It's not her aunt's style.
I mean, the whole thing stemmed from her aunt losing one of her pack. She was
Not
furious.
the one I was talking about. It is not Lena Trimbinson's way to do that. Carves the path, yes, it would make perfect sense.
But carves? Like, she finally kind of blinks a few times. She's been, like, sipping at the wine, probably a little harder than she should, but, like, kind of finally sip and blinks. Really?
I would not be surprised if he had his hand in this.
I
She
mean,
takes a sip of the wine.
she kind of sits back, blinking a few times. Yes, if you look at it right, it's like a him-worthy conspiracy, but no.
Either that or she's just a blind fucking dog.
Jesus. I mean, Carves... No. Not in a million
Like
years.
I said, well then she's just a blind, hypocritical dog. I am sorry, she'll say, twitching. It is hard when you feel so much rage from who you're connected to.
I can't be mad at you for speaking your mind. I'd rather you just said things to me than held back anyways.
Juno Trimbenson is not a friend, nor will she ever be. Juno Trimbenson will receive no aid, no help, no nothing. Juno Trimbenson is an enemy. That is what Artemia said. Now she is angry. Spread her hands. She's in a rune.
Even if she wasn't, she's lost family. Of course she's angry.
She is angry that a person that she took the time to help truly took the time. She shakes her head. What are you going to do?
I haven't had a lot of time to think about it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear until I got home.
That speaks volumes.
Yeah, it does. There's actually a firm nod. It really does. I have to do something. I have to hold her accountable, I promise to. And, I mean, I want to.
I know you do.
She kind of gives this helpless sort of shrug, and other than that, it's just kind of completely demolished most of the plans I had. So,
You're not the only one.
well, what it's worth. I mean, I guess it kind of just stands as a matter of course. But if there's ever anything I can do for you and yours, I owe you that much. I know it was Juno you helped, but I asked.
You did.
I can hold myself responsible too.
But it's not me you should be telling that to.
I didn't think she'd be in any mood to hear it. But I will.
Because if you think it is wise and you think it is worth saying, Artemia will listen.
I think it's worth saying. I just didn't want to step too far. Too fast.
If she did not want to see you, you would know.
Yeah. I feel like she could make a pretty clear message on that.
She's in the back. In my room.
Okay. Then she, you know what? She upends what's left in the glass, because liquid courage is the best.
Here, pours herself another glass of wine. You
Yeah.
go in.
Yep. I mean,
Artemia's sitting much like this, kind of a posture on the bed, just staring.
and let me make sure I am doing shit right real fast. And yeah, I mean, unless the door is literally hanging open, she will pause to rap and wait for the permission to enter.
Come in.
And yeah, just quietly lets herself in, closes the door behind her, bows her head.
You wish to see me.
I do.
What? What is it you seek?
It's the opportunity to make a proper apology, Raya.
Did you kill my sister?
No.
And your apology means nothing to me.
That's not what I want to apologize for.
What is it then?
You and your pack. You did everything for Juno. And I know that she's the person that you helped. But I'm the one who asked you to.
You did?
And while I may not be the one who took action, if there is anything I can do in return ever for you answering my plea, you only have to ask.
Did you give the order?
No.
Then Lyra was telling the truth.
If I'd been there, it would have been different.
It would have been. But I seem to hands up, and my God, Katie, you forgot how big Artemi is. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, she just stands up super abruptly.
Yep. Like Artemi's, I'll put the perspective of this. Artemi's 6'5" and about 250 pounds of muscle. Big girl. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Charlotte's not gonna fucking cower back, but there's definitely a moment of like, oh boy.
I seem to recall Juno's words echoing yours when she killed my sister.
I was not there, and I did not sanction it. I was not consulted on it. I didn't even know until we got home.
But
and I
she
will hold her
echoed
accountable.
the door slams closed.
I mean, the
Word.
door was shut, but oh boy. Echoing words is well and good, Raya, but my actions would have been completely different. A parrot can echo someone's words.
My sister did not even raise a hand to her.
That gets an expression.
She merely opened her hands. But she echoed your words.
They clearly didn't mean anything to her, Raya.
It's more of a rumble than I can ever do. It's that big rumble.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That rumble, you know?
Charlotte likes to think that she is holding her fucking ground. What she is in fact doing is freezing in place. The two could be very similar. But she's still not backing, still not cowering. She's just standing politely.
I understand my sister's crime. I understand the code we live by. Layla pauses fist clench. Layla made her mistakes. But she used your words.
I will hold her accountable for using and abusing my words.
She used the teachings we taught her. We taught her.
It's just a nod.
Maybe we are all to blame then, Charlotte Sullivan.
Providing someone with the proper tools doesn't make you responsible for when they use them wrongly.
Yes.
And in the end, Raya, like I said, and I mean it, it was still my original plea that you answered. And the least I can do is be there if you need me for anything in the future in exchange.
I do not require anything of you. And I imagine your friend Alice will have her opinions and will prostrate and display territory towards you.
What difference does that make?
It'll make the difference depending on what you do. Because right now, my sister is dead. And her last action was to witness someone give her such pontification, hypocrisy. Because I'm the one who taught her. I'm the one who fed her, like you, those words.
It's just a faint nod.
I made her a beast just as much as you did. So if your beasts wish to display territory towards you, or wish to browbeat my sisters again, they will feel my blade.
Understood?
Let your Alice know that. There is peace. I am not my sister. But if one hand is raised, then there will be war.
I will do it.
I will hold you. You get, boom, you know what I mean? It's the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, takes you
Artemis,
like a child.
Artemis' muscles kind of contract, you know what I mean? Like quite angrily as you kind of get lifted up, you know what I mean? I will hold you to whatever god, whatever Gaian entity your people worship. I will hold you to that peace. Because we are both to blame for this. You and I.
There's a grimace as she gets, clinched even harder into the wall. But yeah, there's nodding.
And that hollow-worded closes her eyes is, for the first time, you do see a flicker of like water at the side of it. Hollow-worded thing. Wishes to hide away. Then when I come knocking, perhaps you will step aside. Or she can have some honor and face me.
I will do what I can, Ryan. But at this point, she is no pack of mine.
That is acceptable. But if she becomes your pack,
Another nod. Quick nod.
there is no mercy for you.
Understood.
Tell her that she deserves Marcel. They're fitting company.
I imagine at this point, depending on how she's being held up, Charlotte is not trying to take the hands down, but if she is like off the fucking floor against the wall, which I imagine she is, Artemi is a big girl. She's probably like hitched her arms over, not even her hands. She's not even grabbing the wrists. It's just trying to catch up some of the weight. So
She
doesn't,
puts you
fall out
down
of her fucking poncho.
very slowly. Tell her that she deserves Marcel. They are fitting company.
Do you wish, Raya?
Thank you, Firefly Onrai. Leave me to my grief.
There's a moment. Because you know what? Artemi is scary and Artemi is dangerous, but Artemi is really hurting, and Charlotte's pretty fucking good at picking it up.
I mean, it's clear and evident. She's
Yeah.
standing proud and, you know what I mean? But, yeah, you know what I mean?
She kind of nods and makes that like half turn towards the door. I know it's a pale offer, Artemi, but if you ever want to set rank and file aside, do feel for your loss, and I'm sorry.
Sorry, say that again. You kind of broke up.
Basically, if you ever want to set, yeah, I know it's a pale offer, but if you ever want to set Rankin's file aside, I feel for your loss, and I'm truly sorry.
Bartleby just looks down at the ground. I failed her just as much as I failed Juno. In the end, Layla is gone. It is what she wanted. That is all she ever wanted. To get her revenge and die. Our father was the only thing left in our world. And when he was murdered, I chose to be the better path. Layla chose anger and hate and revenge. The Iversons are good people. I do not hold them accountable for what happened. Layla did.
Was it an accident?
A row gone wrong.
There's a light nod, because let's face it, in the nation, a row gone wrong is all it fucking takes.
My father had arrived from Greece to visit. He was old, but thought he was still the peacemaker he always was. The Iversons, again, I do not hold them accountable. But Layla, you had already lost our respective mothers. Karoo life is Karoo life. She was already angry. She turned to hate. And that men and the men like of the Gita Fenris were nothing but chain makers, and she swore revenge. Cold Harbor was one who mediated it. He was still young, and we were both all young. Now he is dead. That father's son is dead. And Layla can finally sleep.
So, nod again.
But my sister deserved more than what that thing did.
She did.
Like I said, leave me to my grief.
It's another
I have
nod.
failed enough people. I have failed enough people for one evening.
What it's worth. I don't think you failed Juno. I think she failed you.
That is your opinion. She sits back down in the bed. That hardened expression almost coming back immediately.
Yeah, she's not going to force her to put a mask back on. It is. I bet I'm not the only one that has it. she will just calmly, quietly face to the door. And unless Artemie wants to say or do anything else, we'll just quietly let herself out. Politely.
The door just slowly closes. Do you look at all or listen or all?
I mean, she'll almost inevitably take a glance back because, let's face it, Artemie is a big, strong woman who don't need no man, but she's still hurting, and Charlotte is very responsive.
You can see she's starting to cry.
And as much as Charlotte wants to respond personally, what she'll do instead is she'll go ahead and continue, politely close the door, and almost immediately start striding, like not loudly, but head down the hall to poking on Neri.
Neri's just sitting there. You can actually see small echoes of tears echoing her face as she's picking up the wine.
She look like she's getting up to move?
Slowly, yeah. It's almost like it's pretty obvious that she's feeling the fucking
the echoes.
Yeah.
Is anyone else in there?
No. You can see actually appearing in the doorway, which is she always fucking does, like the boom. There is a Forgotten Earth running up the hallway.
That is all the confirmation she needed, is that they were in motion. She didn't want to leave her back there like that alone.
Neri would just walk by and put a hand on your shoulder. She is hurting.
Of course she is.
That does not mean she is right.
Charlotte finally gonna do like that calculated, I'm not crying, eye wipe. Just take care of each other, and I meant it. If any of you need or want anything, I'm not gonna put my nose in where it's not wanted, though.
Your friend Alice moving out already made the statement clear.
I'll talk to her.
No need. Message received.
She considers us back already. She wanted to be closer.
Then we know where we stand with her. It is a shame. I liked her.
It doesn't have to be that way.
They made it that way.
Alice wasn't there either.
They made it that way. That's when the firm tone comes in. Oddly for Neri, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte just drops it.
They made it that way. She wants to protect a hollow-worded animal like that. That is her choice.
We'll see.
I will not criticize her for it. We all have to make a choice on where we stand in the end. It is just a shame. She was actually a friend. She's starting to walk in. I'm used to losing my friends. She's turned as she starts to walk towards her room.
Charlotte just stows that. Takes a second to get her shit even remotely together. to
Want
end
to end
it.
it there, Katie?
Yeah, she'll just wander off to find Felix.
Oh,
Up to
well,
him.
do this.
Okay, I was
Felix
gonna say you don't have to
essentially,
do the whole thing.
what Felix will do is he'll basically essentially to end the scene there. What Felix will do is he will wrap you in his arms and just basically take you to this really fancy baller ass fucking man. No, it's an apartment. It to him it's a baller ass mansion, but it's a pretty fucking respectable apartment.
You know what? That's all she can fucking ask. Take me
And
to civilization.
he does. He basically it's at just at the edge of the city, edge of the it's nice enough, and you know what? He just doesn't say anything. He just takes you there and just lets you explore the home and relax and get away.
Oh, very stinking well. Yeah, I think we can end it there. Jeebus.